You know what? Let's just start 2 minutes earlier than I'd expected to. Hello, everybody. For some reason, my multi-chat functionality is not displaying chats. And I have no idea why. Let me stream elements, docs, multi-chat off, multi-chat back on, read-only mode. Right, that's playing there. That's playing there. And we'll see if it updates over the next couple of minutes. Going live a little bit earlier again today because qualifying doesn't start for an hour, or like the track doesn't come out for an hour. But I want to get just a little bit of MX Simulator time in, to be honest. Oh, there we go. Sorry, so I can see a Twitch message there from Jordan. Hello, Jordan. Hope you're doing all right. So now I just have to see if YouTube chat's going to populate it as well. I feel like it always starts off really, really slowly. Or it waits until like I change a scene anyway. It's your first time at trying a big arch burger. I've had it. I think it is a little bit more on the overrated side of things though. Especially for the cost. So almost £10 a UK for one of them big arch burgers by itself, not even a meal. I personally feel like the Big Mac clears and always will clear. That's just how it is. It's the way the cookie crumbles. Right. My cursor is also not on my screen either when I'm playing bikes or playing Sim, sorry, so I've got no idea what's going on. I have to try and like work out and guesstimate. Oh, so hang on. Can I turn off this? Turn that off. Turn that on. Okay, I think we might be good. I just wanted to try and get the thumbs warm to begin with and see how it goes from there. There we go. Yeah, we're cool. We're back. Cursor's here. Double quarter pounder on top. I feel like the meat ratio is a bit much. I feel like there's a little bit too much meat to bun ratio when you get the old double quarter pounder. So if I do get a quarter pounder, I'll just get the basic B1, just standard as it comes. Let me know audio levels, by the way, for this, gamers. Because this is the first time since I've been doing the dual stream that we're playing Sim, so I need to make sure that the audio is balanced and it's not blowing your ears off, or it's not too quiet to hear anything at all. Is Jan playing today? Jan doesn't play MX Simulator. So I wouldn't have thought so. Well, I think he said he's played it before, but he played it on arcade mode, so if he was to randomly rock up and try qualifying for a pro race, I'd be very, very surprised. Never tried Whataburger. I don't think we have that in the UK, unfortunately. Don't think we got it. Oh, Jesus. You know, something that I think is very overrated is Five Guys. And again, I don't know, that's probably different across the pond. I mean, everything's kind of different in terms of taste and that, but whenever I get it here, it's like, it's very expensive, first of all. Then you also get a really, really small burger for the price. And then I also find it's like, just wet and soggy a lot of the time as well. So I don't know. I mean, I really couldn't care less about the graphics, to be honest, so probably never. I have noticed a common theme. People get way too invested into just how they look on the game. So I just play the game, innit? Just try and have a bit of fun. I don't want to join any teams, Braden. It's not a bit of me. Just run my name is my name. I will say the saving grace for the Five Guys I've had is just how many different drinks you get in those drinks machines. Like cherry Dr. Pepper and things like that. It's like, oh, just don't usually get that anywhere else. Now, I'm making a change today. So I played for about 2 hours last night to try and get the thumbs nice and toasty ahead of today. And my change is reducing my max dab speed. And I noticed as soon as I turned it down, so my leg's not coming out in the bowl turns, I was able to hit whoops a lot more consistently, and I think it's just because I was going into the whoops with more speed. Whereas when I've got my leg out, I tend to turn a little bit slower. The issue is, I usually have that leg as like a safety net for if I lean a little bit too far and start sliding like that, it usually saves me. And I'm not gonna have that luxury, unfortunately. Show the setup. I think I've got a pretty damn good setup. I'm not changing anything from here down. Like I like all of my spring, my forward and vertical, and I like having the really, really short gearing. But this is everything else. What were you on about the advanced? See, I'm not a big Coke enjoyer. I'm much more of a Pepsi fan than anything else. Much, much more. And then that's the advanced rock. I made it a little bit looser. It's yeah, send in my DMs, Braden. I'll try it at some point. Maybe not today, because I don't want to switch things up too much. Yeah, I made my advanced like 1 or 2 clicks looser, which is helping me with just corners in general. Like, it feels like a lot more fluent, but it does hinder me a little bit if I'm trying to scrub through a rhythm section, for example, or get a little bit out of shape sometimes. I had a look at Kellen's track preview for the Detroit track today, and it actually looks fairly straightforward. I think there's going to be a massive line in one of the main rhythms of like a quad triple the whole way through. So I'm not sure how feasible that's going to be for someone like me. And then he was jumping through the whoops, and I don't know if he's done that by choice or if they're that difficult that he had to end up jumping through them. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I thought I'd mess around, just play the game a little bit normally at first, then go on 1 or 2 Supercross tracks, and that should then bring us hopefully through to the track release. And see how it goes from there. Thought I'd have a day off yesterday from all the streaming, because it had been 6 days in a row, so I thought I might as well just have one day to myself. There's rumours might be getting out on the dirt scooter IRL on the weekend for the first time this year. But again, as always, there's a little asterisk above it, because weather dependent. I mean, the weather by me, well, I mean, the weather where I live the last 2 days has been absolutely horrendous, just constant heavy rain. Not nice at all. Not nice in the slightest. Only thing that's different is bottom of the shock. The old preload. These two. I think I was messing around with this quite a lot when I first started getting back into it. Because I know that these two have like a really dramatic effect to how easy or hard the whoops are to hit. So if I remember 60-45, if I switch that to that, and I'll just remember that it was 60-45. Let me go and load up like Birmingham, for example, and see how she goes in the whoops. I'm good, thank you, Cordial. And good day, Mike, as well. Yeah, see how this goes. Probably wobbling all over the place at first. I find that because I don't play like loads and loads of sim where bikes is still my main thing, I'm almost a little bit like scared of switching setups too much, just to remove any muscle memory that I might have. Oh my Jesus, we're coming in hot. Definitely think this Birmingham's track's the easiest one of the year. So would this have the back end squatting more or less? Because I have noticed it's probably a combination of my suspension and my really short gearing. My starts have been insane. Didn't go into them straight. Sagging less. So I guess this technically makes it springier, doesn't it? Which I feel like might hinder me in the whoops. Yeah, I'm rocking forwards and backwards a lot. And it's obviously down to technique, and like how fast you're hitting them as well. Less random legs. I haven't been too bad for the random legs off, to be honest. Yeah, I'm flipping the front end loads, so like the back end clips it and just instantly tries pitching me forwards. And I would say these are relatively easy whoops. Let's come to a stop there. Let's try to take a little bit out of it. So a 45-60 rather than a 60-45. I'm pretty sure I just turned to the right halfway through that, which is why I crashed, but the first half of them felt fine. Pretty sure that one was on me. I just can't make it through like a whoop section clean every single lap, so even if I get lucky and make it... Oh, what have I done wrong there? Just straight away it's gone. Like, even if I get lucky and make it into the top 40, the chances of me making it through a heat race are just atrocious. So, the heat race for Birmingham, I was in third until about a minute and a half to go. I got past fifth on that same lap, and in that same lap I crashed in the whoops, and I went from 5th all the way down to 16th by the end. So it was like close but no cigar. Me and Tyson better make it tonight. I don't know what to tell you, Kellen. I think last week was my best chance because none of the 250 boys were doing it. So it's going to be harder again this week. Tried my best last week, but it's just I cannot get through the whoops every single lap. I don't know how people do it. The only thing that is nice after playing, like having a sim night, is you go back on MX Bikes afterwards and the whoops feel like the easiest thing in the world. Just like lean back and hold on and you're good. A lot of it is that muscle memory, so like you're saying, Braden, with cutting down, the muscle memory of doing like a perfect 180 there whilst trying to juggle sim and bikes is really hard. So even then, you saw I was still turning left as I went into them. So that's just going to come with lots and lots of game time. So I only end up playing sim 2 nights a week. Yeah, swapping straight away. Hello, Jack. Yes, it's just where both... I don't even know if you could end up getting both games to feel similar in terms of the lean-in to make the transition easier. And even if you could, I don't think you'd want to. Kellen, are the whoops tonight brutal? Because they look pretty tricky from your video. Yeah, I'd say wash is probably one of the best for switching back and forth at a high level. So now that I've turned my dab speed down, I feel good in the bowls, while I feel horrendous in the flat turns. Oh. I might have to... Obviously, qualifying lap's one thing. If I somehow get top 40 again, even now all the 250 boys are back in, I might just have to bite the bullet and try jumping my way through them. Just lose the time every lap, but it's less time lost than crashing, isn't it? Let me try, with these slightly looser settings, let me try cranking this back up. See if I can still cut down nicely in the turns. Just feel like a bit stiff, a bit loose. Like not good loose. Yeah, my pace around this track wasn't like race pace in the heat. It wasn't terrible. Like, I hung with Leclerc for one lap. Stayed in front for 2 corners until he got annoyed at sitting behind me and then made the dive bomb, but playing third person, saw it coming. Uh, 25 stability. Stability doesn't do anything. Like this right here, this slider does absolutely fuck all. If you've got an advanced stability, this stability slider means nothing. This is presets. So if I was to move this at all now, it would reset everything that I've got in advanced. What was I about to do? Let me just try... Let's try this back the other way around. Just to see if it feels any different. Very sketchy again. No, to be fair, that's pretty shit. Of course it... No, it doesn't. I promise you, I appreciate it, but I've done my time on this game. Let's do, before I fucking lose anything. But take a note of my things here. If I now just change this anywhere, completely rewrites everything. They are presets to what the advance will be. As a roll damping, 66.5. If I was to take the stability down, it will be lower, 44. So I could have this at 100, and then go in and overwrite all of these, and this would stay at 100, and it wouldn't change anything. I could change this to 0 and go and overwrite everything in here, and it wouldn't change anything. Like this does nothing when you have an advanced stability. It is purely a preset. There you go. I don't want to come across as having like an ego thing. I'm sorry if it came across that way, but I'm just saying that that's not the case. The stability doesn't do anything. You overwrite it in here. Let's go back to this, try this for another couple laps. Use 55-45 on the rear if you just want a whoop performance. I kind of do like the sound of it. because I would love to just be getting through the whoops every lap. I'm not... Oh, what have I done? There we go. I say I'm not interested about busting out the big quad lines that you boys are doing, because most of the time I'm just trying to get a clean lap, regardless of the lines in there. That's so much better. That is so much better. Now let me try and combine that with the lower dab speed. I'm hoping that wasn't just first time luck, just honeymoon period. I'm almost convinced sometimes that with lower dab speed my bike goes faster in a straight line. I'm sure it doesn't, just placebo, but... I went into him sideways again. I do have a feeling though, Brayden, with the rear being that soft, I probably will get some random legs off, won't I? From heavy landings. Oh my god, you get a lot less pop on the jumps as well. Into them sideways again. That's why you can kind of bail yourself out because it's not kicking the back end about a lot. I have a really bad habit at the moment of, again, because I play so much bikes, you're leaning forwards a lot of the time. Like most of the time now, I feel like you're leaning forwards. Even through whoops, if you get a little bit front wheel high, you'll lean forwards. But I feel like on sim, that's just the biggest no-no. So it causes me to get even wonkier sometimes. When I start pogoing, I would like lean forwards to try and bring the front end up. And it just doesn't work that way on this. Like, it's so difficult just trying to throw one muscle memory out the window and then another one. Ones like that confuse me because I feel like the back end's just randomly gone on me there. No, I've not watched. What was Reaper's vid? Did he finally release the 250 tech? Because I was waiting for that. I'm generally curious to have a look at it. I think I broke the 250s. Ever think 250s don't just have no power? It's 17 minutes. I'm not going to sit here and like watch the whole thing on stream. Would I not get in trouble for that, Kellen? I wonder how many seconds that would equate to. Because I'm guessing there's... So let's use this one as an example. I'm guessing there's like 3 timing gates, like start, middle, and end. Yeah. So if I did it on this track, if I went like around... I mean, I guess I could try and jump off the first one to not get as many. Actually, no, is it 3 timing gates in a row that if you miss, you kind of go invisible and your lap doesn't count? What's your strat with the start? I don't know yet. The track hasn't come out for us. It's out in... Actually, no, it's out then. Out in just under 40 minutes. I'll just follow wherever people are going. Is it some... can I get like the cliff notes of Reaper's video, or shall we just... Hang on.
The YouTube Music app has ad-free playlists just for your ears.
I don't want to do Reaper dirty and just sit and watch his video.
And today we're going to be talking about something very interesting, and that is some potentially hidden tech within MX bikes. I know I'm a sucker for some hidden tech, okay? Listen, my friend Joe Rogan brought to my attention something that anyone can, because I basically have no hours on the 250s, okay? I'm bad at that. Okay, first of all, I want you guys to see that I'm starting on a default setup. All right, so we're gonna do a lap or two on the default setup. I'm gonna do my absolute best, and we're gonna be trying to pay attention to a couple things here. Ease of getting over these jumps, and then this specific section right here. Okay, this is the whoop section into this super...
Curious.
Obviously, I made a bunch of mistakes. Now, let me show you the tech. Okay, I turned my webcam off so you guys could see this, because this is my weird gearing. Now, I want you to see this. Right here, look how slow this fourth gear is. This thing is a rocket ship, but it hits rev limiter pretty fast. And then look at the difference in fifth gear. Okay.
I would be curious to know. He's obviously got the setup here called weird gearing. I would be very curious to know if this is stock everything else and just the gearing, or if he also has suspension included in this. Because regardless of like what your gearing is, we all know that on a 250, especially in Supercross, it will make a big difference.
Okay. I mean,
Even all the way down to different like swing arm and stuff in the geometry will make a big difference in the bike's overall like speed and handling.
like the shortest.
Doug's free stuff included. Don't feel like that's a very valid test then. Like, if it's a gearing that's broken, it should be able to do it on default. I feel like that would have been a better way of going about it with less variables.
Then the whoops were gonna hit fifth, and like look how fast it hits the rev limiter. But did you notice? Look at the acceleration on this bike. Look at this. It's a rocket ship. Okay, I know you can't see it.
I mean, that's actually quite impressive that he's pulling like that in fourth gear.
Here, we're gonna start right here because. One moment, I'm stupid. Okay.
Does he? I really would have liked him to see this same comparison
Some tech here, okay? I mean, already I can
without a suspension.
Okay, we're gonna come up here.
Because he's choosing this track in particular because you've got the whoop section into a triple, and it's like, yeah, of course the triple is going to be easier to hit when you then get through the whoops better because you're using a Supercross suspension compared to default.
I mean, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that. I'm here for it though. I'm here to see everybody running all the same shit, so there's no hidden stuff. But yeah, I would have. Oh, my stuff's frozen. I would have liked to have seen that comparison. See how it works different in that regards. Oh my god, my back end's kicking out a lot just from going on off here. I don't know if that's because of the suspension now. Oh. I mean, I'm sure there's all kinds of random hidden tech, because who was the guy rocking the TM250 all the time and nobody ever knew? And it was only until we found out that it was standard mapping rather than race mapping that everybody then started running the TM250. It was one of the French guys, wasn't it? It was like Poct, maybe? And then as soon as it came out about that and I'd done the video on it, then everybody started using it. I have no doubt in what he's saying, by the way, that it probably does make the acceleration insane. But then, if the testing point is saying how easy it is to get over that triple after whoops, it's going to be easier regardless, no matter what gearing you use, if you're getting through the whoops better beforehand. So yeah, seeing it done on stock would have been much nicer to see just how drastic the difference. Oh my god, how have I gone so far? Almost quadded that by mistake. Holy. I think I might struggle a little bit tonight, you know? Now I've been putting some more time back into bikes. It's helping on the bikes of speed and consistency, but it's hindering on the sim side. I mean, it's probably one of the best attempts I've had through that set of whoops. I think out of all of the 10 rounds that exist already, this set of whoops around here are the hardest. I see that when I have my dab speed high, I feel like it's so sluggish to get the bike turned over. And when I turn it down, I'm super sketchy on the flat turns, and there's 2 quite long flat corners on this track tonight. Yeah, the bike just falls over so much quicker. Oh. Hello, Rufio. Try 35. I think I'm even... Do I have... I've got the speed overlay on top. How fast are we going on some of these flat corners? Let's find out. Actually, no, I suppose it'd be a better test to see how fast I'm going in the bowl turns, wouldn't it? And then put it, like, just underneath that speed. So I exited that at, like, 37. Do one more go. Just while I'm trying not to be super sketchy everywhere. That's 30. So if I do... I don't want to have like the negative thing of it coming out and back in again halfway around the corner. No matter how many times I do it, I can't do the whoops on this track in particular, but I just can't hit them straight. I couldn't tell you, to be honest, Embrez. Could not tell you. I think they revamped the OEMs at one point to make the race mappings across all bikes more equal to each other. But it just didn't have the desired effect that they was after. But the TM just had... It was broken for some reason, where the race... or the standard mapping just made it much faster than all of the other bikes, even on race mapping. I appreciate it, gamers. It's nice seeing some of the more OG and faster sim boys stopping by as well. Makes me feel a bit more welcomed, a bit more in place. Don't feel like the imposter coming in every single week. Although, oh Jesus Christ, tonight in particular, I am struggling. So we might have trouble tonight. Yeah, I read both chats. I read them both, Chase. I got the, I've got a tool that kind of compiles them both together. Don't think I changed my stream category on Twitch though. I'm pretty sure this is still under MX Bikes rather than under MX Simulator. So some people might click on the stream and be very unhappy with what they see. Either way, it's got sim in the title. I'm sure people will know. Oh, some of these jumps. I think they've done it to stop any like huge lines, but that tall 5-footer then in this rhythm section, the face fit just feels so strange. I feel like you don't get any pop off it or whatsoever. Thank you, Gavin. Going back to GP practice. Source, we can't be doing this. It's Wednesday. We've got another 5 days until GP's comes around again. I hate and respect the grind both at the same time. Just can't get away from these bloody bales tonight. Legs off. Oh, there we go. It's really, really difficult. It's really difficult, Luke. I struggle with it so much. And they just play so completely differently to each other. I'd like to think if I removed bikes entirely and any bike sales that I put in were then sim hours, I'd like to think that I'd be able to quality top 40 just and maybe make it into a heat race by the end of the year, or make it through a heat race at the end of the year. But I think with how it goes right now, it's not looking likely. Because I have little glimpses here and there where I have good speed, like competitive speed, It's just the consistency that's absolutely booty cheeks. If we could have like 6 less whoops on every track as well, I think I'd be goated in the whoops. I always get halfway through and I start getting all kinds of whiskey. Oh, we're coming in hot, holy. Yeah. I probably won't end up doing outdoors in Sim. Or at least if I do, I couldn't see myself actually making it to any races. Because I have the issue, so right now on Sim, my biggest issue is the whoops. To me, if I do a proper outdoors track, so if I do like last year's Parlour, I can't get through any of the braking sections, like any braking bump sections without wadding myself. As soon as I hit the first one, my back end just steps out on me and I swap and die that straight away. So even if I'm taking my time, like trying to be in a tall gear, hit them as straight as possible, as soon as I get into them, just dead. Have to spam blip the throttle. I mean, I suppose that is the tech through normal whoops, so it would make sense to do it off of each braking bump. Oh, didn't lean back enough off the start. Oh. My biggest issue as well, and it's something that I'm probably never ever going to change, which is going to hinder me permanently, is my brakes on this game are on buttons. So I use a lot of engine braking. And obviously you can't really use engine braking if you're barreling through braking bumps and you want to keep the RPM low. So it's more of a me problem. The funniest part about all of that is on bikes, my brake is left trigger. Yeah, on Sim, my left trigger does nothing. It's just not bound to anything. Just day one when I played Sim, I put it here. But now I find that if I try and bind it to the trigger, for some reason it just messes me up loads, even though it would naturally make sense for it to be back there. Oh my Christ. It's so wonky. Like, surely it's easier to go through the whoops without touching your left stick, but for some reason I just little micro movements I keep doing and it messes me up loads. Yeah, it's definitely easier doing it the other way around, going from Sim to bikes than bikes to Sim. Yeah, it's not got quite as much pop, has it, with that softer rear end? But I'd rather make the whoops easier for myself. It does seem to have done that so far. That muscle memory is not helping me at all. Just do this through the whoops tonight. Just jump my way through. Would this be arse in a road? Am I going to get some dirty kicks over the handlebars if there's any rough going on? Because I even felt it just over that wall jump going into the sand. It wanted to kick me over the front. Hello, Smarties. Try then dock than me. Hang on. What do you mean try and dock than me? I'm pretty sure I was the first boy doing this. Granted, not obviously right away, but I feel like last year and the year before with my Could I Qualify videos. Now, the reason that I hopped back on this Supercross season in particular was where the bike servers were getting attacked all the time. I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll go back and play Sim. And then the servers got fixed, and now I'm kind of trying to juggle both at the same time. You just have to find the perfect amount of lean angle. Smart as if I lean over too far, then I'll tuck the front end. If I'm leaning over too far on the exit of the corner, I'll slide out. You just got to try and start standing the bike back up at the right time. Hello, Alex. Oh, I missed the inside completely. Oh, it's going to be hard for me to get used to this softer suspension. You know, I'm coming up short on a lot of things now because I'm not seat bouncing as hard as I need to. Not good. See more of a future with Sim than bikes? I mean, I'd love to do more Sim, but unfortunately the casual community just doesn't exist. And whilst I hate that it is this way, I do have to focus my content on something that pays the bills the most. Which does end up being bikes. I think a situation like that is where the higher dab speed would help. I think I probably could have survived that fall over. Stretch it. I would advise, so if you know you can up short or go in long, just pick a front wheel or a back wheel, pretty much. If you land both wheels at the same time, usually that contributes to more legs offs. And I'll just try land sitting down, and then either front wheel or back wheel first. Whoa. No, missed it. Not very likely, in my opinion, Drag. I'm a little bit wonky today. And we got all the 250 guys back, so I can't just qualify 33rd out of 38 people. There'll probably be like maybe 50 or so again tonight, maybe a little bit more. So try and get inside that top 40. Very, very tall task. Unless the 250 riders that were doing the other coast got bored of 450s after one round. You never know. I'm so torn now between this, like, lower dab speed or higher. I don't know what to run. Like, really, really torn. 33 right now. Yeah, but you know that all the sweats don't sign up until they've run a lap time for some reason. Again, I know I shouldn't be happy with it, but I'm more than happy to take qualifying in just because there's only 40 people. God, it messes with everything, you know, changing depth speed so much. Almost feels like having your dab speed higher messes with the leveling. Ah. Okay, so those are the kind of legs off that can happen. Gotta say on the sim grind and do outdoors with you. I think... It might sound faded, but I think outdoors is more difficult, Chase. You're going to have more people to try and compete against. The tracks are longer, so trying to stay up for a clean lap's harder. I think the overall pace is going to be higher than it is in Supercross. Sad thing is, I generally think, so right now, with how the licenses and things work for Supercross, the fact that I've got a pro license and I'm able to sign up for these 450 races, which sometimes only just get 40, it's easier for me to qualify than it would be to do AMS, which is then like 4 days later when everyone's been grinding the track for so long. Did it again. I got ready for the corner one whoop too early. And then I hit the whoop wrong because I did it. Hey, you might just be him. I've seen no news on Chasing the Dream in a very, very long time. I don't actually know if it's still a thing. I heard it. I don't know if it's true, but I swear I saw someone say that Michael Hodge, who was like one of the main people behind Chasing the Dream, went to help worked on that Cranked game, the mountain bike game that I've been covering. Damn, you go nowhere. Okay. Yeah, we'll see how qualifying starts, and we might make a dab speed or suspension change based on if there's just like a massive section. I mean, I could show you Kellen's preview lap and tell you what I think the lines would be. See what we're rocking with. Oh, I'm not changing camera settings tonight. So like, Kevin jumped into these, but I actually think these look relatively okay to skim. It's because he went for like a naughty little tyre tap. This flat corner is what's scaring me about my dab settings. Then I think people are going to go around the outside of this, triple in to here, or quad in, and then either... No, I think they'll go triple into here and then quad all the way into the corner. Because this is lower here, and just land there. Round to the right, probably triple this to here, double into the turn. This again is why I feel like I need that higher dab speed, because otherwise I'm going to be tiptoeing so much. And then I think... he went quite wide. I was wondering if a quad to here is doable. And then you get to take off with this 5-footer, so you'd be able to quad to here, and then you could triple into the turn. That might not be doable. It's going to be on-off triple like he's just done there. And then, yeah, triple double. You see why I'm like curious about that dab speed with how many flat corners there are on this track. Yeah, I think these are skimmable. Although what he done there looked extra techy. There wouldn't be a race for me to do in first person. I wouldn't be able to make it through a single section. I do the same thing on bikes as well, Fletcher. I can't speak on other people. There's 2 reasons I do it. The first one is if you shift up to 5th and you're revving it, there's less chance of the front end going down. Like, it's easier to keep your front end higher, and obviously spinning up your back tyre more will just... I actually don't know if it converts over or if it helps at all, but in my mind it makes it feel like you get to land a bit faster. And then the second reason I do it is because it stops me having to look or count gears. Like, if I bang all the way up into 5th gear and then I downshift twice, I know I'm in 3rd without even having to look at it. So I do that very, very often. Should probably actually go back to Birmingham because the track tonight has a whoop section out of a left 180, so it probably would help to practice that. Yeah, I see a lot of people shitting on MTF already, and it's like, brother, looks like it's only just started being worked on. And I'm pretty sure they're going more down a slightly arcadier route. So I don't mind it at all. I'd love to have like a fun arcade game, because to me it feels like MESX and Legends are like a wonky arcade game. Oh my Jesus. I mean, Track Day R is pretty arcadey at the moment. That was not intentional. My suspension fully bottomed out there. Oh, here we go. I get through these whoop sections by pure luck sometimes. And we got 7.5 minutes until that track password comes out. Hang on, we're kind of locked in right now. Definitely about to wad my shit in the whoops. Okay. Surely... Oh, hang on, might have spoke too soon. No. I was about to say, surely he doesn't do 2 clean laps in a row. You mother trucker, Jesus Christ. I couldn't actually tell you what my cam settings are without looking. There you go. You can pause that if you want to. I'm just what I'm comfortable on. Yeah, you can jump whoops. They're just, it's a lot slower. So I don't think it'd ever be viable for qualifying, but I am tempted to, if I somehow make it top 40 again tonight, I might have to implement that in my heat race just to try and survive, even if I end up losing a bunch of positions because of it. It's better losing like 2 seconds a lap from jumping than it is to lose 7 seconds from a crash. Everyone in the heats are so close together. I don't think I'm going to be able to recreate that fat hole shot I pulled last week, though, unfortunately. I think that might be one of my best starts on this game ever, even when I was playing the game every single night. That front end did not touch the ground. Ugh. I'll be honest, Chase, I actually don't know what the requirement is for just getting your foot through the front door to begin with, like first ever race. I'm guessing you just can sign up for AMS. I don't know if you have to have a particular license to do AMS and how you'd earn that. But how it works for me right now is... So I had an A license originally. I don't know when it would have been demoted from Pro, but I had an A license, which means you can't do 450 Supercross. You can only do 250 Supercross on an A license, but then you could do 450 outdoors. And I was like, you know what? I'm too washed to ride a 250 these days. Just let me on the powerful 450. And they gave me the Pro license for it. Obviously, I've had that. Well, I did have a Pro license for God knows how many years, since like 2015. So coming back to it, I didn't have to do anything special. I just asked for the Pro one back and they let me in. Three minutes. Yeah, if I'm super quick on it as well, I should be able to get into the server for the first start. Just to get as many sessions in as possible. I think you usually get like 4 sessions in. Bum 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 bum. No, you don't buy licenses. You don't buy licenses at all. You buy... The only thing you buy on this game is race passes, which allow you to actually sign up for the race in the first place. So you don't pay for the tracks, you pay for the competition that you're doing. But the licenses themselves, they are given by the ARL staff, depending on how you do. Right, 2.5 minutes, let's close this ish. Pop up here that we got the password thingy-majig ready to go. MX Sim. So now I sit and I load up the RF Discord and I click on the announcements channel and I wait for T-Lang or somebody else to post the password. Last week they posted it 1 minute early. Remember the good old days on bikes before aerial was a thing, where it was PDMX and everyone would sit here watching the channel that they'd put the password in, because that was before whitelisting existed. So if you was the first person to join the server, you had first gate pick. And I got to the point where I was so quick on the trigger there, just like spamming refresh over and over and over again, copy and pasting the password as quickly as possible. There we go, he's typing. He's typing. Boom, 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 boom. I reckon he's going to edge me for another minute now. Or I feel like as soon as I minimize Discord to see the chat, it's going to pop up, so I need to be on it. ASAP Rocky. He knows what he's doing as well. He's just edging people a little bit each time. I see him just type in a letter every now and then. Everybody's spamming emotes under last week's one, ready to go. Go, go, go. Password, drag, drop, close. Oh, fuck off. Close, close. MXM. Go. Multiplayer. NA Battlegrounds, 1900, 800. Close that. Open that. Post in the chat. I can do that. Actually, what chat are you in, Chase? You on Twitch? Yeah. Actually, no, are you? No, you're not. Why aren't you on Twitch? Hang on, let's go there. That's the password. Right. I'm in. Do I get in for the first server reset? Ah, pressed it wrong. Actually, am I in the wrong one? Might be in the wrong one. Is it just me? Do I usually go in 06? I think I go in 06. Go in that one. Oh shit, that means I probably did miss the first start. Oh, look at that. Perfect timing. Lovely. Almost missed it. We good. I went in 00 rather than 06. It was just Spermy in there by himself. Never noticed this before. What's the thing about everyone using lowercase letters for their names? These illiterate fuckers. Waiting on Braden. Come on, Braden. Sort the potato PC out. Right, let's learn this track then, shall we? Oh, the traction's different off the gate again this week. Last week's start technique not going to cut it. Yeah, I need that leg out. That's a very... That's a very, very steep landing there to get that triple in. It feels like you got... Why are we going far outside? Yeah, it feels like got to be very, very, very precise. Oh my Jesus, I'm upside down. Okay. First 5 people dead in the whoops. Make that 6. Make that 7. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit weird. I haven't seen anyone go outside there yet. It's actually, it feels almost like awkward to get to the outside of how the corner's curved. Getting very steezy, not even on purpose. Can you go... Ooh. I think double quad might be the way through there. Only because you're not in the air for as long as when you go triple and then you take off the next bit. You might be able to go triple quad through there. I just went pretty damn far off of that second one without meaning to. Oh, I can see why Kellen jumped through them. They're pretty damn deep. Oh. You go so much further than I thought. That's probably going to be a quad triple then, rather than a triple quad. Oh yeah. Triple quad. Excuse me, Warty. Thank you. Damn, you gotta slow down so much. Excuse me, Seth. Thank you. Oh, you motherfucker. I almost made it through pretty clean. The last few are going to be really difficult. Like, the bike kind of just gets into them. I'm just watching the track map as well. Everybody behind me is crashing. Yeah, I think... Yeah, quad triple. Some big lines. Some very, very big lines around here. Hello, Lacken. I'm going to just pull away in front of people again. I reckon with a road, somebody's going to step onto that tabletop from the corner. Can feel it. Getting lapped already, that's not ideal. I reckon McClellan's going to keep the red plate. I'd like him to. He's one of us, isn't it? He's a gamer. Didn't have the speed to quad out. Hello, sorry. Oh, I've gone too long. It was a slow end to that lap, but it was a clean lap. I don't usually have a clean lap in the first qualifying session, so that's a good start. Hello, Austin. Yeah, it's been a very long time. How you doing? How's life? What you been up to? Do you reckon that quad triple's arse? Like, am I wasting too much time going all the way around the outside, or is it alright? Kellen has my bike died. Yeah, I saw that. But no one's complained about it, at least. Uh-oh. Planes, cars and kids. I like two of those things. Someone's... Never mind. That sounded way more sus than it should have. I like the first two. They look fast. I wonder if the lap's going to count. Because I went off the track for a tiny bit, so if I'm unlucky... I'm in probably the worst place right now. If I'm unlucky, I might have just missed the timing it. I don't know if the road's going to help or hinder in some of these... Oh, Jesus, some of these flat corners. Yeah, Kellen's got a bit of tech, actually. Even hitting the little tyre tap in there is going to be hard. Got a weak band for running the wrong number. I mean, technically the number's right. It's just the bike skin is wrong, so I haven't got a bike skin. I now say that. I actually might have a bike skin. Let's have a look. Do I have a 357? I've got a Yamaha. Actually, that's the one the guy sent me, wasn't it? That was just all kinds of wrong. No, I don't have a bike skin on this. Oh, the road's very strange in that corner. We'll jump back and forth across the track. Let me see if I can get over that. Not quite. I wonder if people are just quadding out of that rather than stepping over at all. I'm so sketchy around these long flat corners. No! Oh, the back end just came out of me. I think Again, I'm trying to treat it like it's bikes. I'm trying to just flow around the whole thing, whereas I feel like I need to almost come to like a stop, turn, and then go again. Holy fuck, that road's nuts. Rest in peace, Isaiah. Yeah, that triple in's hard. As the track goes away. Track's definitely a lot faster, other than that one corner, when the road comes in. That was a 107 with her legs off. That's not bad. Oh, overhooked to the left. Road's kicking my front ends all kind of ways. Ah. That might have still been a better lap if I didn't wash the front there. Didn't feel terrible. There is going to be a big disparity in lap times here. There's a couple of really, really large lines. Yeah, there's a 102 with a tip over. I definitely want to try and get into the 58s. I mean, again, I'm the slowest person in this lobby. Second slowest. It was number 13. Whoever that is. No idea. I'm just very inconsistent with the whoop slogan. Sometimes I'll hit them really nice, then others I'll kind of string about all over the place. Just gotta try and keep the RPM really, really low. So most do that by shifting up to about 5th gear, but also they get easier with the erode as well. They get a lot lower. Like the tops of them get skimmed off. So if you can kind of go through this eroded bit, they're much easier to hit than when they are uneroded. See, everybody else is just going inside here. What are they doing? Double, triple, I think. I do like the outside. It's not a terrible line. Should I see if that lap time's even going to count? No, I don't think it will. Because I think I was off the track for this timing gate here. I think I was off the side and then jumped back on just after it. Should we record it on everyone's head for the lols? Rest in peace. What do we do here? I don't know if they do or they don't. It could just be an inconsistency thing. But I do feel like the shape of the jump faces change on a weekly basis as well. Oh, too far left. Issue of skill. Isaiah's not going to like me at all at the end of all this qualifying. I keep getting into him. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the sim qualifying system. But it is what it is. Same for everybody. Gotta make your laps count. By the system, I just mean having erode in the qualifying servers, there being collisions, you know. Oh, fuck's sake. Who was that? Rider. This my issue is I genuinely really like going quad triple through here, but everybody else is going inside. So like there, Ryder was trying to get out of the way after he went down because he knew I was on a lap and he was kind of sat in the line that I wanted. And I took the other one and crashed because of it. You know, sometimes you have to get Get lucky as well to get a clear track at the right time. It feels like the jumps in this rhythm are sending me really front wheel high everywhere. Two sticks. It's just personal preference as well. Some people play one. I feel like when I play, if I was to play one, I would have less overall control. That's minging. Why is everybody taking that? That's fucking horrible. Ah, screw that. I'm sticking to my outside. How does blood get to the traction? Keep sliding out. I don't ride 250s, I couldn't tell you. Probably also depends on your gearing as well. Oh, come on. I'm start going through just a shit spell of not being able to even put a couple of corners together. It's not going anywhere. Hmm. This is the first track of this year where it's had these like long flat corners with the erode in them as well. And they are catching me out at the moment. Because it's gone like really, really choppy, so it feels like your front end wants to just tuck constantly. I'm trying to learn how to do these for the first time. And the erode on the face of that triple was just horrible. Why? For fuck's sake. I've just gone absolutely miles. I've got to let people go. There we go. Oh, look how... Oh, so there's a little inside line forming there. And see how like tight Braden's able to hit that and still get over the triple. Anytime I try and go that little bit tighter, my back end slides out. Nah. Yeah, it's, as soon as I have the issue of getting lapped by everybody, I'm just fucking all over the place. So distracting having the blue flag at the bottom of your screen and being worried about getting in people's way. I don't know how they're doing it. Yeah, these whoops are very, very easy as the erode comes in. And I have changed my suspension now to make the whoops easier. Maybe that's making some of the rhythms a bit harder? It's time. Yeah, we'll have 2 more sessions left. I need them. I've not run a decent lap yet. We might be all the way at the bottom of the qualifying boards. And I can confirm there are currently 42 people signed up. So if my lap is extra arse, then yes, there is a world where I don't make it top 40. We go again. We'll turn the fan on. Things getting a bit heated. Let me see how she goes. I thought that number 17 looked like a wild Adam Home. I know he used to like the Honda. So we've got more people showing up, taking me out of positions. Okay. Who on earth is 52 and who's his internet provider? Yep, sick. Oh, it's fucking Pablo. See a lot of death in the whoops. All perfect until I get to the second to last one and I just fall over. I don't know. Go then. Fucking hell. I just feel like I'm around the people I don't want to be around right now. So I'm just going to let them fucking go. It's so infuriating when there's people that are very fast around you that can run lap times no problem. And they're just riding like fucking spuds. So then I'm trying to avoid it whilst running good laps and it's just fucking snowball effect. I generally hate the fact that you can hit people in qualifying. How the fuck are they getting the drive from there? Because that's where the rut's forming, so everyone's doing it. Might just have to try to go outside and square it off and take the time loss. Brother, I'm not going anywhere. That was a really clean lap up until then as well. Do I just start doubling in and take an even bigger time loss? So we are very, very quickly running out of time. Fucking hell. The jump faces in that rhythm are just built so strange. Just don't go I don't go the distance that I think I'm going to go. And I'm sure part of that is not having any muscle memory. Literally, my best lap so far is like the second lap I ran on the track, full stop. But it didn't count because I went just ever so slightly outside one of the bells. Hmm. Well, since I've crashed this lap, I just want to have a little... I want to experiment and see if I double into that long rhythm, what the outcome is. It's not terrible. For the sake of getting a lap in, it might be worth it. And we go down again. Nice. Fuck's sake. Head's gone. Head's gone. I wish it wasn't that easy to fucking rattle me, but I'm triggered at this track. Mental was fully in the bin. There's no coming back from it either. I just land and my front end's fucking knifed and makes me go forwards rather than actually turning. Can I just start a fucking lap? That's the thing that's like sending me the most, is my laps are over before I even make it to the end of the loop. So then, because of the way the fucking qualifying works in this game, I then just have to sit here for the next 40 to 50 seconds after that, wasting time. Infuriating. Download the demo and see if you like it, and then you can make your mind up on if you like it or not. I'm not here to tell people how to spend their money. I've gone wide, I've seat bounced the shit out of it, and I still not even getting near getting over it. Just with the way that, oh, the road's forming. Jesus Christ, why have I gone so far? I don't know how these fast boys can just predict what's going to happen ahead of time. Because it just rides so much different with and without a road. I don't understand how, like, you can predict how far the bike's going to suddenly go, or how the whoops are going to ride differently. Yeah, I generally don't think I'm going to even beat the 2 people I need to beat to make it into the top 40 so far. Only got 1 more session left. Because they're sitting in that tiny little rut and somehow still getting the pop to get up and over this clean. Like I'm 5 seconds slower than the top boys on a Supercross track right now. That is abysmal. We need to lock that in just a little bit. Don't know how they're hitting this. Don't know how they're hitting this inside rut and getting this triple. Can't even see where the rut starts. Oh. Rest in peace. No, it can't be the best I've been because I'm running lap times like further away from the lead than I have been previously. I don't know if it's different builders, Brad, but the whoops are different every single round, how they're built, and I'm convinced the jump face in some of the rhythms are all built different to limit what lines you can and can't do, and that's what's messing me up a bunch. And then when you go and slap in the erode on top of it as well, which I've got so little practice on, I just can't predict how hard I have to hit things to get over them clean. Also, in amongst all my yapping, I'm so sorry because I can't hear notifications in my ear. JCG Stealth gifted 5 members, not members, gifted 5 subs over on the Twitch 11 minutes ago. Stealth, I'm so sorry that I missed that. I hope you're still here. Thank you very, very much. That's very generous of you. Yeah, I'm struggling in the 2 long flat corners. There he is. Yeah, thank you very much, Stealth. It's because I haven't got the notification sounds in my ears anymore, so I can't look across and see it. Right, this is the last qualifying serve we've got, so let me try and lock in for this one. Just not look at chat even once. God, look at that loser. Raiden on the ground. Who crashes in the left-hander like that? Pfft, what a noob, what a rookie. I think my best bet here might actually be to just wait as long as possible and let everybody go. Although I don't think my best lap's going to come when the track's flat, because the track does just get so much quicker when the road comes in. Fuck it, send it, it's better. Oh my god, it's better. 58.3. And I messed up the rhythm section before the long start straight. Oh my god, okay, that was faster. That was faster. It's still the slowest, but it's a lap. We have a lap without crashing. Holy fuck. And it's just after I said my best lap probably won't be without a road. And it was. I just sent it into the finish line. I was like, fuck it, I'll gain an extra 10th here if I can. Might be going to another heat race tonight, we'll see. If I shift up just before I get to the base of that, the bike seems to hook up a little bit better and gives me more pop. I've done it the last 2 laps and I've got over it much, much cleaner. And Colby's hitting the Tokyo Drift on his face. We're at the skrrr. Right, so a little bit of pressure off. I can try and go a bit faster now. Oh, actually, no, don't go faster. Oh, don't want to rejoin there. Don't want to ruin people's laps. Right. Do you want, so the biggest struggle I've noticed is when I play bikes, I can kind of like half play and still reach out at the same time and be quick. On this game, can't. 110% concentration at all times. I'm not good enough to be half playing. Slid out a little bit too much that time. This game's trash in the whoops. I think it's only on the RF whoops. I think they make them so like Isaiah? I think they make them so like Isaiah, you fucker. Right, I think I deserve some free model swaps now. I think they make them so unrealistically difficult that it just feels wonky. I mean, I don't disagree that the whoop should be the hardest part of the track, but I think the hoops that you have to jump through just to get through them clean, it's kind of nuts. Then it's a skill issue, because the top boys can do it every single lap, no problem. Oh, I didn't go anywhere that time. I actually don't know if this will be quicker or not. I messed up that long rhythm, but the rest of the lap was alright. It was quicker, by 0.2. And I was almost on X Games mode. There's so much more time for me, personally, to gain. Like, there's at least probably another second just in that long rhythm section from hitting it clean. Don't know what's wrong with me, like, I just can't get it nice. That was rapid. Like, if I can do that and the whip section at the same time, oh, crazy work. I'm not looking at the chat. I see it moving. No! God damn it. All part of the program. Beginning of it wasn't calculated, but as soon as I saw that front wheel coming up, the end of it was. So we'll turn her into a little backy. Keep her going. No. That might be the best lap that I'm getting. Struggling a little bit. Go wide's the best bet. I think you are right. Lose a little bit of time in the beginning and gain it by actually hitting the rim section right. I'd like to try and get this nice once, because if I do make it through to the heats and I'm going outside every lap, I'm going to be losing so much time. Unless I just do this. Then it's really hard to triple into this corner and still make the inside. You know, ideally you want to be doubling in. Oh, God. That was annoying. Don't know why I've slid out there. Yeah, I don't know if that's doable. I think Chiz figured out the Cowie for Chase. I didn't even know Chiz was a Cowie man now. I don't know why, I just thought Chiz would be Suzuki guy for the rest of his career now, even as a tester. I think I have one attempt, possibly two left, depends where the leader is. Oh no, one left. I was in the wrong gear. So now you want to start a lap? Oh, way too far. Come on, you fucked your lap off. Leave me alone. You fucking... Yep, thanks, water. Just water things. Used to piss me off back then, pissing me off now again. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, that's me done. Oh. Oh my Christ. Like super speed there at the beginning of the whips. I have noticed a common theme with whoops on this. It's like, for some reason, the last two give you the biggest kick of them all. They try and do that. I try and go double, triple, quad double. For, like, consistency's sake. There we go. 58.2. Will it end up being enough? Who knows? I don't suppose anybody in chat knows what the link is to look at the qualifying without completely boofing the RF website, right? Oh, it's not looking good. It is not looking good. We got 44 people signed up. The bottom 4 have not run a lap time yet, probably because they've only just signed up, but once their time updates from this last session, all 4 of them will easily beat my lap, just based on who they are. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be it. So that's got me down as a 59.4 right here, but I ran a 58.2 in that session. So we just have to wait. We have to wait for this session to end properly, and we'll go from there. And there's no tips, Evan. It is play an ungodly amount of the game. That's all it is. Yeah. So I would be actually. What was the point to? Oh, it was just slower. So yeah, it would put me 36th before that session started. What have I just clicked on? I think... Oh, I clicked on Sonny's name. We'll find out. Tyson's been trying to qualify each week. He's been just outside. He made it through to the heats with me last week because we only had 38, where it was East-West Showdown. We'll see. I feel today might be one of them days where you see me in 41st. Why is my time not updating? I did say on the track, didn't I? Give me a little server restart, see if that updates things. Or will it update if I leave the server and then there's enough people left it? Where's my mouse? There it is. See, I did get cuts in that race, but I don't think it was on that lap that I ran there. Ooh! Be good to me. Come on. I know it's not updated because Seth's 54 hasn't shown up. Look at this, just a couple of low GUID enjoyers. Leclerc's got a stinky qualifying time, unless he majorly improved it in his last session. Just update for me. Be nice. Don't like seeing my name there on that 40th place cut-off. Yeah, it's nice seeing Tyson try playing it again. If me and Tyson were battling for like a ninth place, if we were 9th and 10th, I would happily just give it to him so he can be in a race. Right, it's updated. Seth's is updated, mine hasn't updated. I'm pretty sure I stayed on the track on my 58, right? Why didn't I have two 58s? I had 58.4 and 58.2. There we go. I think we're good. 36th. Oh, Tyson's 40th. Then these three haven't logged laps. And obviously Shirley definitely would have run a lap. Unless he's just not shown up today, but then I don't know why he'd be signed up. Massive for the program, some might say. So Tyson might get dropped out of a position here. I think the servers are just, or the website's slow to update. The game is just so difficult. Like, it's so hard. I don't remember it being this hard. Shirley's banned for a week. What did he do? What's he done? Okay, so Shirley won't leapfrog him. Is Logan... Has Logan run a lap? I don't know. I mean, John's got number 30, so he must be somewhat decent. Oh, thank you, Talon. Choose this instead. It seems to be just as slow. He's banned for a week for running the wrong number in the race. Now, my next question to that is that the admins that have just banned him for that, or has some sado gone out of his way to protest it and get him banned for a week? Yeah, that's true. I mean, technically I should be banned for a week at this rate, because I am running the wrong bike. I mean, I've got the right number in that. It's just that Kellen has that bike downloaded, so I'm technically 94 on the stream. Why did I join the server? Yeah, I'm in. Okay. GUID grab is... I keep saying GUID. UID grab is in 3 minutes. I think we're good, though. I don't see myself... I mean, actually, I don't think it's possible, is it? Unless all four of the... I mean, Seth can't. So I think I'm good. So we made it through to the heats. And we'll see how the heats go. I do need to wee, though, before it starts. So I'm going to turn that off, move that over there, minimize that, open that. Right. There we go. Right. Back in a second. Got to drain the sea monster before things get a little bit too intense. No, I didn't wash my hands. I'm hoping it's going to give me extra grip on the controller. Right, 1 minute. Until they take my UID from me. Do we think the tech is to go all the way wide and then quad on everyone's head in the first room? Because could be doable. Feeling feisty tonight? Hell no. Hell no. Do you want to know something else that not really many people will even think about with these races? Is they're so late. Like for me. It's 1:30 right now. The eyes are getting more and more blurry. You miss warm-up mode. I just wish that the bike servers could handle more than 36 people without pooing itself. So I just run her in deep right here, take out everyone's front end, get the old Tokyo drift, and then attempt to try and quad in. Oh my god. Yeah, I do think I would have struggled even more today if I kept that low dab speed in the flat corners. I need the safety net of the leg coming out. Not great cover. Not great at all. So since I went away for 2 weeks, I haven't done anything. But late last night, generally went to go to the gym. I got in my car, and as soon as I turned my car on, I could just feel and hear that something in the car wasn't quite right. And whilst I was away, I got my car looked at and had it, MOT'd and had parts changed and that. And I'm not a car person. But the garage that we take it to, it's a family friend that he races motorbikes, and we raced against him for years when I was little. So I switched it off and gave him a call today and ran him through everything. And he basically just said, drive it, and if it ends up going bang, get it towed back there and they'll fix everything. He'll take care of it all. So that's probably what I'm going to do, hopefully tomorrow. Because I want to go to bed after this one tonight. Yeah, I made it, Braden. Just ran my best lap in the last session. Let's get a practice starting against these 250 boys. Why did anybody else just hear that gate drop sound go really, really early before the gate dropped? You check mine and Troy's servers. It depends what Strava's. Depends what your sample size is. Because if you're going based on the last 3-4 years, then Troy has not left the house according to Strava. Oh, there's a warm-up delay. So I'm not actually riding against these in real time. I see. This softer rear, Braden, is helping me and hindering me at the same time. So it's definitely getting me through the whoops more consistently. But the triple in after the flat left-hander, I'm really, really struggling to get any pop for it. I'm having to go out pretty far wide and still seat bounce it hard. I'm not able to do it from the rut that forms on the inside at all. Can't see where the whoops are. I've got somebody in my screen. Holy. Oh, I can take this off the screen now. What? I'm surprised nobody's mentioned that I've got this overlay on. There we go. You reckon 2-in isn't even that much slower? The reason I'm scared to 2-in is because nobody else will be doing it and I'm scared to get landed on. What didn't feel terrible is going 2, 3, 4, 2. But that quad towards the end is actually really easy to hit. Stay far left. That's a good shout. I'd have to drift over to the right near the end of the rhythm section at some point just to open up the next left 90. think the traction's different out the gate this week, because I was third gear last week when I got that really, really good start. And this week it just bogs out the gate in third, so I'm having to use second, and then the front wheel's coming up. I'm not sure how good the start's going to be. Thank you, Braden. Yeah, I could try and double, and then just stay over to the left here. And then this quad's actually really easy. So I'll try and quad that, and then double in at the end. Because I don't like tripling all the way at the end. 20 if I make it to the main. I mean, I try every week. Last week I was so close. So close, but I end up choking because I'm awful in whoops. I've noticed that in 250s the whoops tend to get a bit more cupped out and cause them to be jumpers, whereas in 450 the road like flattens it out, so they end up being faster. A bit too fast. Too fast in the turn for me, so I didn't get the bike up right enough. Ended them sideways. Oh, I didn't even realise that I just matched my qualifying time on that lap. I was just playing. Less pressure when you're just riding against the 250s that are in warm-up. Doable. I didn't see if I was in heat race 1 or 2. Yeah, I saw it, Carl. It's not something that I'll be running. I actually don't even know if I'm going to carry on riding the Husky for outdoors on bikes, because as soon as what day was it? As soon as Monday was done, I decided to reload the track and go on the Yamaha, and instantly took 1 point... I think it was like 1.5 seconds off of my time, ended up with a low 27 rather than the high 28 that I had. Now I know there's obviously, I'll be more familiar with the track after doing 2 30-minute races on it, but the fact that I've done that on lap 2 on the Yamaha is kind of gross. And then I was also messing around with the boys last night because they actually got on for once in a blue moon. And I was riding the KTM, and I ran a 27 on the KTM as well. It was nice doing something different for one round, but it's actually nuts that the whole point of the last OEM update was to make the bikes more competitive with each other with the race mappings. But even on that really long back straight after the rollers, you can see the Yamahas pulling on me. And it's disgusting. Yamaha diff. Yeah, these whoops do get cupped out for the 250s, don't they? Only as of like a week so far, Chris. I'm just doing both. Finally got all of the dual streaming set up. Big old legs off. I would, it's never, ever going to happen, because it's been mentioned so many times, and they say that's not how they want to make the bikes, but yeah, it would just be nice to have a competitive pack where all the bikes are the same, they just look different. Or even nicer than that, it would be nice if the game works the way that Sim does, where your bike paint includes the model. So then everybody can have all different stuff, even though they're actually on the same bike underneath. Because like model swaps and that are fine on bikes, but it's like if I want to ride a model swap on my screen and want everybody else to be on what their actual bike is on their screen. Whereas if the entire field's on Yamahas, and I put a Suzuki model swap in, everybody's then on Suzuki's, so it doesn't change the issue of everybody looking the same. I think I'm on a Husky. Yeah, 2017 Husky. Chopping that rut's pretty naughty. Oh, that's actually nuts how different they form. I kind of prefer that, like just being able to triple your way through rather than having to blitz them. I know placebo's a big thing as well, because when the pack first released that then included the Triumph and the Beta, I could not stand the Beta as it was. I was awful on it. I then went and slapped a different sound pack on it, sound mod, and it changed the bike entirely for me. Nothing's actually changed, but the bike just sounded a little bit different. It's the same way as... thank you very much, Soldier. Back when Sim was my main game, years ago, I remember there was particular riders on my team at the time that would refuse to ride a bike that didn't have a fat bar on it. Like, they were first-person players, and they just refused to ride it if it didn't have a fat bar because it affects them that much and they're riding that much. Even though realistically it shouldn't, but it's all personal preference and comfortability. I think I'm going to hit the gate here. Let's go back a bit. Can't Linda launch in this game. Hmm. I notice I have the issue a little bit now is I can't really ride bikes that have handguards on very well. I don't know why. They're just distracting to me. Kind of want to practice these whoops once or twice while it's while they're not broken down. Yeah, we got a little bit of steez. But the cheat code to steez on this game is just sitting down whilst you're whipping, and the bike usually comes back pretty easily. I had got them worked out. This is concerning. There's only one more. There's one warm up per heat. Why am I getting all kinds of sketchy for him now? No, actually, I've not tried jumping them. Probably should do. But then to be fair, after like 2 laps, they're eroded away so much that they're actually quite straightforward to get through. I just need to try and survive them for them first 2. There we go. Thank you, Talon. I've got a bike with my number on it now. Is this the OG, like, 2014 model, or am I tripping? Can't tell. The new one's 100, I had no idea. Oh, you know, like my favourite model was the old JVDL Cowie. That thing was, like, the PSD for that specifically as well was so easy to work with back in the day. Made computer illiterate people like me's life so much easier. I feel like that seems to be a staple of you watching me these days, Barks a lot, is you have to be butt naked whilst doing it. I'm not sure if I should be happy or concerned. Oh my god. Yeah, the power on these 450s is nuts. I came up a bit short on that jump before and I still overjumped the quad. Just bang up the gears, give her a big old seat bounce, and you're good to go. Genuinely couldn't tell you what I'd done wrong that time. Could not tell you. I got 3 whoops deep there and I felt like I was straight going into a man. I was in 5th and blipping the throttle and it just sent me. I don't know if I'm in Heat 1 or Heat 2 broken, but the 450 heats are next. Actually, there's no point in me even trying to scroll up. There's way too much that's happened. I don't think I can scroll far enough. Yeah, you'll probably find that if they charge like an hourly rate how much time went into making the models, 100 is the biggest bargain you can imagine. Just got to know your price points really, because if he sells it for really cheap, the likelihood of people sharing it around gets higher. Whereas if you make it more of like what's the word? Like just a high value item, like if it's got more worth to it, the people that then buy it are probably less likely to hand it out to others because they have spent a lot of money on it for themselves. Listen, I was happily running the stock JLV model on the Husky and then everyone started complaining about it. I wasn't complaining about it, the people watching were. Because that's the realest of OG models. I'm in Heat 1, so it's my time to shine. Hello Chase, we made it in. I got 36th out of 41 people that ran laps, but we made it in. And now it's my heat race, so perfect timing. Gramps is crazy. We can't be promoting me from Unk to Gramps already. Hello, Vox. Yeah, not the best gate. We got Tyson on the far outside. It's only warm-up, by the way, don't worry. People usually send it into turn 1 on the warm-up. Skirt. Oh my... Jesus. I didn't want to come back round then. My line. Oh, my spine. I'll tell you, gamers, I might be in trouble in these whoops on the first lap or two. Don't know what's happened to me in the last 30 minutes since qualifying finish. Right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, there we go. It's gone. The heat race pressure, the nerves. Oh, Brayden's on my booty cheeks as well. Off to the LCQ again for another week we go. It's just the ping diff, but anytime anybody from the US touches me, I'll get sent flying. Even when it's from behind like that. Nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. Yeah, generally I don't know why I bother playing this game each week. I'm clearly not fucking good enough to even make it for a whoop section clean. I think I need to stay in my lane. Stay on the easier game. Jesus Christ, this is just fucking pathetic. Absolutely dead last. Miles behind. What the fuck's going on? Oh, it's fucking embarrassing. It's genuinely embarrassing. I want nothing more than to just alt F4 2 laps into that. The fact that Tyson made it in and looking at the lap times of everybody as well. Oh, fuck's sake. I just can't hit the fucking whoops before they're deteriorated. Yeah, you had a tough go in that Sakamoto Monday chase I was watching. Just cannot hit whoops until you're like 4 laps in. No. Playing sim doesn't make you better at bikes, and then vice versa. If you play one, you'll be worse at the other. Which is kind of my whole struggle at the moment. Sick hole shot from the outside though, right? Yeah, I don't understand how people have been playing this game for fuck knows how many years. They haven't worked out how to get out of the gate yet. Well, I do think the chances of me getting top 9 in a heat are far higher than me getting top 4 in the LCQ. I mean, I had 6 start in my heat race last week as well, until I threw it away. But the only frustrating thing about it all is you can see at about the halfway mark, it just flows again. And I'm running lap times that are basically the same as my qualifying time during the race. Yeah, so I would have crashed about 3 times if that was my start. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what it was. Could not tell you what it is. Get halfway through when they're not eroded and then it just all goes to shit. I'm not sure what issue I'm having there, where I'm landing and the bike's like wanting to go straight on rather than turning. Yeah, fuck it. I'm doing that in the LCQ. I'm doing that until lap 3. Now, see, if you try doing it too fast, you don't get any pop. Why am I... Ah! This game infuriates me so much. Why do you get something fine one time and then you just don't go anywhere the next? Can't even jump for him now. Oh! Let's not look at the chat whilst we're doing that. Okay. I mean, I'm rolling in. I don't know if I can go much slower than rolling in. I can't fucking see. Oh. They are the worst part of every single Supercross track. I have no clue why they're as difficult as they are. They never used to be. Bring back, like, 2017 whoops, please. Yeah, they're not easy. No, it's not working anymore, Brad. It's very much tall gear and blip it. But every single round they're built completely different, like spacing and height-wise. So that, like, the overall speed that you need and when you need to blip and lean back are different every single week. So I'm really struggling to get any kind of like flow or feeling through them. Once they've been eroded down a little bit, it's fine, because they're easier. But those first 3 or so laps, when they're still built up all the way, I'm really, really struggling on. I've not raced any of the EMF tracks. There's not much point, to be honest. Like, if these are the only races... Well, these are the only tracks that I play on Sim at the moment. Other than that one random JGMX track that I've got installed. I don't want to go and download or play other scalings. It's not about me, like, enjoying it. I'm just trying to get better at it. But easier said than done. Only trainer riders. I can't even time a seat bounce right now. I don't know what's happened to my fingers. It was nice seeing other people just going for a double into this room section though, rather than everyone landing on my head tripling it. So I'm not the only one with a skill issue there. LCQ's going to go crazy, there's going to be some top guys. That is not what I wanted to hear. That means that the LCQ is going to be stacked. Let me try the OG tactic. Like what Brad was suggesting maybe they work on these ones. Those spin quest bales on the far left, the grey ones, they just not look like the OnlyFans logo in terms of colour scheme. Second feels a little bit fast, I'll try it in first. The theory on this is if you're just in the same gear wide open, then you can't physically go any faster, so it should make it easier to get into a rhythm of hitting them. Whereas if you're in like fifth, you can just keep going quicker and quicker and quicker. So if you're out, like, if your timing's off or you blip in the throttle, you're all over the place. The front end just dives straight away. Why? It's completely fine until I get to like the last three and it just sends me over the bars. I'm not the only one with issues. Look, we got this guy up here in front of me practicing them as well. Yeah, okay. I'm actually fucking awful at this game. Yeah, cast that, yeah. I am very hot-headed at the moment. I'm perturbed. After the excitement of making it to the top 40, to have that bad, or to be feeling this bad now when I've definitely had good flow and good laps. I don't know if luck's going to help me at all, to be honest, Seabolt. I've just got the biggest skill issue ever tonight. I just cannot get through that fucking whip section. Same story every week, though. And then you practice a bunch of whoops on the previous rounds, and then you come up the next week and the whoop's completely different again. So then you're back to square one. Yeah, if I somehow make it through one of these before the end of the year, I will be very surprised. I might have to uninstall at some point. There's no point in me even practice these fucking whoops with this road. Like, the 250 and the 450 whoops form completely differently to each other. These are just cupped out pieces of shit that they're all jumping through, and then ours all get destroyed off the top. Look at that, the fucking state of it. I'd love to be able to lean my rider side to side to kind of counteract some of this back end kicking out that's going on. The shit's kicking out before I'm even off the top of the first whoop. Holy. Like, I can't do this every lap. I feel like that's more embarrassing than just committing to the whoops and crashing. I rip into Coop every week for Coop in the whoops, though. Can't become him. I got a shit gate for the LCQ as well. Because I was so far down. Yeah, exactly. And the race is short as fuck, so if you crash in the whoops twice and you lose 20 seconds because of it, you're not making it through the LCQ. So you got to flip it on its head and look at it the other way. You don't have work today or tomorrow? That is a big W. Big W indeed. Oh god, who's ready for me to lose my head again? This is a warm up anyway. So this one don't count. There's no luck to it at all. You either make it through or you don't. Oh, if only this wasn't the warm-up, we'd be loving life right now. Yeah, the starts are alright. The starts are just because I got really, really short gearing, so it accelerates fast. Yeah, 2:38 AM. Sneaky fucker. And Colby's in here as well. Oh, boys, how are there so many fast people in the LCQ? Oh, I can breathe on my front wheel when I crash. Love this game. And then I'm stuck behind this shit. How am I meant to pass this? Yeah, that'll be all she wrote, unfortunately. Oh, that'll do it. Right. Unfortunately, gamers, not today. Tried my best. Didn't have enough speed. Unlucky in a lot of places. It is what it is. I'll try again next week. That's all I can do. Just keep trying. Unfortunately, I could sit here and grind whoops for the next week straight, and the whoops would still be different next week, so I don't think it'll go that way. There was a chance there if I didn't get my front end taken away from me. And you know how Sim is. if you get breathed on, you just fall over. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. Same time next week. What's the day? It's Wednesday. Oh, fuck. We gotta do fucking shitty Supercross on Friday, don't we, again? On them booty cheeks tracks. Well, at least I know the track layout now. So we'll see what kind of a job Stone Rider does on it. Yeah. I'm hella depressed now. Stressed, depressed, not happy, hot-headed. Very, very hot. I would love to stay up. Well, I would love to stay up on two wheels. Unfortunately, other people exist. Unfortunately, whoops exist. And the whoops are the hardest thing in the entirety of that game, for some reason. I don't know. It's fucking... Oh, I hate being shit at things. It's like the thing that pisses me off the most. Like, I really, really hate doing bad at something. And especially in how that heat race went, it was just embarrassing. So, yeah, whatever. As always, thank you very much for being here. As stressy as I may get. So I'll see you either tomorrow for some bikes practice, because now, the thing is, I've played Sim, I've now been wank at Sim, I'm now going to struggle even more when I go back to bikes, so it just ends up being a cycle. So I'm probably going to have to play bikes tomorrow night in advance of Friday. So hopefully we'll be able to pick that up a little bit easier. I prefer easy whoops. Only easier. Not easy, but easier to the point where, I mean, if you take it from a real world perspective, you're not having multiple people crashing in them every lap. Does that make sense? Whereas in this game, you kind of do. Like, even the top boys do struggle in them from time to time. So maybe just a tiny bit, like a smidge. Make them like 10%. Because they're just, like, I can't predict them at all. All over the place. Yeah, thank you everyone.